What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of First Eps. We're back. We're First Eps Central. It's been a long weekend. We're out here.
Oh, man.
It's windy, so I apologize if the audio is a little bit weird. My voice is a little bit weird, but we're here. We're going to talk about One of Us is Lying, the new Peacock show.
Yeah.
We watched the first episode. Let's talk all about it. My name is Eric.
I'm Keith.
And this is First Eps.
So you had a big day today, huh? Tell us more about what you did.
Dude, I had such a long day. I did. So got up. I took the dog to get her hair cut, and then we went to the farmers market, and then I went.
Oh wait, this is not just a haircut. Let's explain it to the viewers.
Yeah, she's a beautiful creature. She's got she's a Pekingese.
Yep.
And she has a bright pink tail.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Every time it's funny because you guys get it touched up pretty regularly, maybe once every other month or so.
Every like 2 or 3 months.
Okay, because I don't really think much about it, because I'm just so used to it. But then when it gets touched up, it's just neon.
Yeah,
it's
popping.
amazing. Yeah, she's looking
really
great
pop.
today. So
Yeah.
okay, sorry. So then you went to the farmers market.
Yeah, and then I went to our local wrestling federation here.
Yes,
And that's why my voice is a little rough, just yelling.
Because you were wrestling
and yelling. Well, now
you were out there.
No, I was not wrestling. I was cheering them on.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got home, and now we're doing this. So I'm exhausted.
Yep.
But I'm happy to be here talking about this new show.
Yeah. Yeah, I had not heard anything about this show.
Yeah.
Never heard of it before. And then you mentioned it. And I'm like, okay, it's Halloween adjacent. There's a murder or something's going on with it. We're not sure.
So we did try to do keep with the spooky theme for every week, but there was really nothing this week that jumped out at us that had a Halloween.
I was going to go for another Discovery Plus gem, but I got shut down, viewers at home.
Yeah, if you listened to last week's episode, you know why. But yeah, so this week we watched One of Us is Lying. It's a brand new streaming series on Peacock. It's based on a book by Karen McManus.
Right, I love her.
Yeah, so, and it is like, we'll get into what happened in the first episode, but yeah, like you said, it's like a murder mystery type thing.
Yeah.
It was described to me before we watched it as Pretty Little Liars meets The Breakfast Club. So,
totally.
If
100%.
that sounds good to you, then buckle up, because we're going to talk all about the first episode now. There will be spoilers for the first episode, and a lot happened in the first episode.
Yes,
so if you don't want, if you want to watch it, go watch it and then come back and we'll talk about it. It was an hour.
It was, okay. It felt like an hour, but I felt like we got like 2 or 3 episodes worth of background and knowledge about the characters in that hour. And then we still had a big event happen, which I was pretty impressed with how much they kind of fit in, but I guess we'll get into that.
Yeah, there were a lot of characters. So, and it starts out by the first character, basically the main character of the series, Simon.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
what was your first thoughts about Simon?
I didn't like him. I didn't like him. He was so he starts off talking about how he has like dirt on all these students. So this takes place in a high school, and he's got like a blog that talks shit about like all these people.
Yep, and it's a well-off high school too. Like these people are not like this is not salt of the earth people. This is like
it's not your average public school.
Yeah,
this is like
I don't think it's Beverly Hills High, but it's something like that.
It's in California somewhere. But yeah, it just starts out about his talking about his blog and all the shit that he has on people, and then it goes through. We start to meet all those people.
Yep.
Starts out with our first character, Bronwyn. She's eating breakfast with her family.
She seems nice.
Yep.
Liked her.
And then a guy jogging. He's an athlete.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
his body seemed nice.
His thing was that there was some steamy news.
Yeah.
His name is Cooper.
That's right. So a little teaser would come out. Kind of telling what was going to go on during the week from the guy we met, and so that was his bit of news.
Yeah, the first girl was like that she like had cheated or something. She was smart. She's like the valedictorian,
right?
And then we go to a girl taking selfies in her bedroom,
of course,
and there was her little thing was about that she had like cheated on her boyfriend, and her boyfriend. This chick is named Addie. Her boyfriend is Jake. He's the star football player.
Yeah, you don't mess around with Jake,
And then
What's this guy's name?
Oh yeah, and then we see a guy
in bed
with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you know he's a badass with that. You know he's having sex and he's in high school. You know that something's going on. Like,
exactly.
He's going to be the bad boy. And
he was the bad boy because his dirt was like he's a regular in the blog, and there's like a lot of stuff about him. He's like a drug dealer.
Yep. He's done time, or at least he's been arrested before. I don't know if he's done time
for selling drugs. I think he was on probation. So yeah, and then he takes off on a motorcycle. His name is Nate. So these are our main characters. Those four plus Simon, the guy who has the blog.
Yep.
And then we go to their school.
Yep. Just another day in the school.
Yeah, my first thought was like, how old are these people? Like, it was not a normal day in school. Like, it was so different from when I went to school.
Yeah.
But like everybody's just like, everybody's just making out.
Oh yeah.
And like, I don't know, it's just weird. They're all like, I don't know. Maybe it was a little put on, but I don't know. Who knows how school is
I haven't been
now.
in school. Yeah, I graduated at least 20 years ago.
We don't talk about that.
I don't know what it was like.
So yeah, they show school and how different it is.
Yeah,
these kids these days.
Yep.
And then Simon's there. He's walking with a girl.
Into
her
the
name was
lunchroom.
Janae. The end of the lunchroom, and then he sends out like his blog, and like I don't know. Now all these people like. Now, did he make an app? Is this like a newsletter? Do kids subscribe to newsletters?
No, I think it was all social media blasts. Is what I thought.
Because like it all came in and everybody's like, bleep, bleep. It was like when there's an Amber Alert.
But yeah, it's like because do you follow anybody so that you put them on to notice? Because you can get notifications when they post.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm assuming that's what they did.
Gotcha.
They're high school. They're obsessed with themselves and their friends. They want to see when everybody posts about it. This guy had quite the following. People didn't really like him, but people subscribed to it. Exactly.
Juicy goss.
Yeah.
His thing was called About That, whatever.
About That. That was it. And we talked about this. I was shocked that About That, he was kind of open about it. Like, I guess he was not really publicly talking about it, but he was...
it was
open secret,
known.
They called it. Exactly.
Yeah, they said it was like, an open secret. That it was like
seemed dangerous to me.
Yeah, especially with him just like talking shit about all these people. And then like, I don't know. Like if it were me, like he was like trying to like ruin my life, I probably would like punch him or like call the police to say he's like, you know, meddling.
Give him a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what that means. If that's like a euphemism, but I would totally give him a Reese's peanut butter cup and maybe like a Snickers right in the face. So next up we see Bronwyn. She is getting detention because she had a phone in her bag that was ringing in class. Now she's
the teacher's a no nonsense kind of beat.
She was definitely no nonsense. And Bronwyn's like, I don't get detention. I'm the valedictorian.
Well, you do today, honey. If you keep talking, you're gonna get it all week long.
And then we go to detention. We see it's all of our main people that the juicy goss is coming out about.
Yep.
All in detention, and it just so happened they all were there for having phones in their bags.
Oh, were they all there for phones in the bag?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
I think that was like their thing. That like they're like, well, why are we all in here?
I didn't know that. I just thought the other three were kind of like bad eggs, and that's why they were there.
I think that Nate, the drug dealer guy, was like he's like a regular.
Okay.
But so they're in detention. So it's very Breakfast Clubby. It looks just like
totally. John Hughes was right there in the background doing this thing.
It looked exactly like that set.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool if it was intended to be like that.
I hope it was.
I can't imagine it wasn't. It was so similar.
Yeah.
I would love to see a side by side comparison.
Yeah. Actually, you should probably do that for the viewers.
Yeah.
Bam bam.
Yeah, but bam bam. If you're watching this, you get that sweet side by side.
Reason to tune in.
I hope I remember to put it in there now. I should make a note. But yeah, and then we see like these like half naked dudes outside, like throwing eggs at the window.
Yep. And the teacher's like, no.
Yeah,
and she goes running. Yep, and she goes running.
She just chases them out. Her running after these half naked, muscle bound freaks.
Right. I mean, we all wanted to do it.
Exactly.
But she was
throwing eggs at them in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh. So while she's gone, of course, we've got a moment to discuss things like, what are you doing? You're such a jackass. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, exactly. Simon is thirsty. Simon gets some water from the water fountain
after all that arguing. Yep.
And he drinks it, immediately starts choking. Yes. Nailed it. Yes, very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then they're like, get his EpiPen, get his EpiPen.
They all know that he, for some reason, has an allergy, which I was like, really? Like, everybody knows this about everybody?
I guess it's well known that he has a peanut allergy. And
man, he's just asking for trouble.
Yeah. So they can't find his EpiPen in his bag.
Nowhere.
They run to the nurse's office to get EpiPen.
No EpiPens in the nurse's office.
No EpiPens in the nurse's office. Boom, freeze frame. One of us is lying.
Yep.
On the screen. I was like, all right, that's cool. No like opening credits or anything. That was it.
Yeah.
Right to the point.
I did like that. I thought that was really cool too. And that was about, I would say, what would you say? 2/3 of the way in that happened?
Maybe less.
Okay.
Maybe
it was a decent amount of the way in though, because we got a lot of
maybe a third of the way
development. Okay.
Yeah. And then so then we see the paramedics come, they take him out.
Yeah.
And now we're learning more about the characters of our show. We see Cooper, the athlete, he's working out.
Right, Cooper.
Bronwyn's listening to some sad Florence and the Machine.
Oh yeah. Was it really Florence and the Machine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it sounded like it. Okay.
And and then Nate then pulls up to her listening to her music on his motorcycle, and he gives her a ride home on the motorcycle.
Yeah, and we're like, wait a minute, these two know each other? Because they seem completely different. Completely different.
Yeah.
One's
I think they mentioned that they went to like elementary school.
Yeah,
together.
we find that out a little bit later. They've got a connection of some sort, which I think comes into play.
Yeah, so they're out just, motorcycling, just trying to like get through this. Yeah. Watch this kid just die.
Yep. Well, we don't know if he died at this point, right?
We do find it out right after that, right after my song.
Right.
They mentioned like Bronwyn's mother calls and it's like, oh, sorry.
Did you know?
Yeah, Simon.
Turns out this boy just died. Do you know him?
Yeah, he totally he fucking dead.
Someone said he ate a peanut.
Yeah. So yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Now we knew that was going to happen because
dead. It's not like he's like pretending he's dead. He's going to come back in the series, right?
Well, I don't know. We don't know. We only watched the first episode.
Okay.
It'd be great if this whole thing, he's like at this funeral, he like bursts out.
Yes!
Suckers!
That just came to me right now. I'm calling the ending already.
No, I think he's like legitimately dead.
You know what? I should go to the spirits to figure this out. I think
because it is. That's true. Call upon the spirits. But I mean, like the whole point of the show is that someone killed this kid.
Yeah,
and
maybe he just hates them all and wants
one
to go
of
down.
us is lying.
I mean, maybe they're all lying, but I still hold that he's still alive and is going to keep working on this.
I like it.
It's going to be a big twist at the end, like M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh yeah, Shyamalama Ding Dong. So, our 4 detention kids get called into the office. There's a police investigation.
Next day. Yep.
So,
nothing serious. We just have some inconsistencies, and we just want to try to get to the bottom of what happened to your friend.
And now this cop starts just interrogating everybody.
Yep. But more of a conversation. I mean, she's not being like,
She was a little hard-nosed, but like nothing like too much. We did I thought this was a great way that we got to learn more about the characters.
Yes,
through
I thought
this.
too. Yep.
They talked about their past and how they knew Simon and how they knew each other and that sort of thing.
Yep.
I thought that was a really cool
that
way.
too.
But this is where we found out that, he had a peanut allergy and there was peanut oil in the water that he drank.
It wasn't from a peanut butter cup.
No. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Snickers has peanuts. So
It does.
That works
it was too. Yeah.
So, let's see. Yeah, after the interrogation, Nate, we see more of Nate with Bronwyn, and he calls Bronwyn out because she took Simon's bag home with her.
Saw that.
His computer and his bag.
Now, we didn't see that actually happen at the moment, but we did see a flashback when the cop was talking to them, and we saw her grab it, and we thought, really? Because she's the last one you think would do something.
Exactly, and she says that like Simon lived across the street,
right,
and she was going to take it over to him.
Right, okay, yeah.
So, let's see. Oh, next thing we found out, big news, Cooper is gay.
Yes,
his girlfriend Keely, she's aware of it. They have this whole ruse, and Cooper's brother is aware of it. Those are the only 2 people that know.
Okay.
So they are worried that this is going to get out.
Yeah, because he has intentions of being, recruited, college, high school, or then eventually pro football,
baseball. He's a pitcher.
Yeah,
and so there's no really openly gay athletes in Major League Baseball. So that's his thing. He can't let this get out. So Let's see. Next, we meet Nate, his father. He's a drunk.
Oh,
we don't we don't meet him officially. We just see him passed out at home.
Okay, I didn't remember that.
Nate puts a blanket on him. He's like, you're drunk as usual.
Oh, so that's when we start to feel a little bit bad for Nate because we realize that he's,
he's from a broken home. His mom's not around. Dad's a drunk. He's got a bearded dragon. And he's selling drugs. That was not an innuendo. He actually has a bearded dragon lizard. He does. So this is where he's at home. He gets a text from a girl named Amber that she needs some candy. So,
and the next thing we know, they're swapping candy, swapping tongues, tonsils flying everywhere. Yep.
They're just swapping their tongues.
Yep.
Nate goes in. He's he got a little safe. He pulls out all his drugs.
Yes.
Goes over to Amber.
And he had quite a few different variety too. I wasn't sure. I thought it was going to be just
like weed. Yeah. No, he had like some pills.
Yep.
He had
like some ketamine.
Some ketamine, definitely.
Some bottles and I don't know what was in there.
Vials of vampire blood.
Yep. And I think he brought over a couple of Vicodins for her or something. There was some kind of pills he brought her.
Yes. She needs her candy.
Amber, I think she's like a young frosh because she was in some kind of college.
Yeah, she was at a dorm. I think that was the chick that he was banging at the beginning when we first meet.
Oh, the one he had to run away from.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay.
Next up, we see another scene which is totally unlike how I ever pictured high school.
The high school assembly. Do you remember him?
No, the three couples in the hot tub.
Oh, the high school party.
I'm like, what is happening? Like,
this is when we realized that it really wasn't just a normal suburban town.
They're all just like in this hot tub, just like I don't know. They're all like coupled up,
and it's not just it's not just a hot tub. This is one of those like in-ground ones that's like with an infinity pool attached to it, and everybody's just like shaking the champagne. It's flying in people's faces, and it's like, oh wow, this is a party.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely.
But, I mean, there was a spirit of it.
It was like a rap video all of a sudden.
Nicki Minaj is there. She's dropping it.
Champagne.
Yeah.
But yeah, next up, then they're at the football game. And they dedicate the football game in Simon's honor.
Yep. And his friend is going to come up and sing the national anthem.
Janae is going to sing. I think that was her name. Janae. It might have been Janae from like Forrest Gump.
Janae. Like Jenny. Janae.
Yeah. See that movie? Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. So Janae gets up there and she's going to sing the national anthem, but she flips the script,
brings out her ukulele,
and sings "Fuck You Very Much" from Lily Allen. Are you familiar with this song?
I wasn't. I didn't know. So that was an actual song.
It was a song. Okay. I know of it from. It was in the Pitch Perfect movie. They sang it.
Okay.
And it's they just keep saying "F you very much" over and over again.
Okay.
So, and it was shocking. She's in high school. She's singing this.
Well, and when I was listening to that part too, I thought, okay, is she also a dark horse in this? Could she have killed him because she's mad at him? Why is she saying this?
Yeah,
is she saying it to the school, or is she saying it to the dead guy?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like she's saying it to the school. She's very she seems like anti-establishment.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Just someone on the the outs of everything.
Yep. Yeah.
But I don't know. And then next up, we get another Amber Alert from Simon's blog, even after he's dead, about someone confessing to his murder in this thing, saying like, this is what I did. This is what happened, and it's in the blog. And
then all of our 4 friends start freaking out.
Yeah, so
all of them.
It was a cool ending shot that we get where they're all doing their own thing. Yeah. Some of them don't even know yet, really. But they're like, they break the fourth wall and they look at the camera, each one of them, and then says like, I murdered him.
I like that.
I murdered him, and and then like one of us is lying.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it was really interesting. I thought it was very well done. How they set it all up. We learned so much about the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And it ends right there, leaves you wanting more.
Yep.
So it was a very well done first episode.
Yeah.
But before we go into our review, we need to give the people what they want.
Okay.
And what they want is more spooky Halloween.
Scary Halloween treats.
Yeah. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves. So, I wanted to talk about, we've never talked about like horror movies on this. We've talked about horror TV shows before and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, we've never really got into horror movies, and I did find a list of the best horror movies according to. Well, I found 2 lists. I want to talk about 2 lists.
Okay. All right.
And I won't go into them too much. We'll do a quick run through because the 2 lists I found are very different.
Oh.
I found
go ahead.
one list, and it's the best horror movies according to Empire, which is a trusted magazine that I like about film. And then another list that is scientifically proven to be the scariest movies.
Oh, this is what you were talking about, by heart rate.
Heart rate. Yes.
Fast. So if your heart rate goes up, they put an Holter monitor on us, and they see the movies that make your heart beat the fastest?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, and the 2 lists are very different.
Okay.
Because obviously some movies can be a little bit more tense. Those other ones are more about like the jump scares and that sort of thing.
Right.
But so it really just depends on your personal preference on like some of those may be the best horror movies in your eyes if you like that
feeling. The non-stop kind of.
But first of all, let's talk about the best horror movies. Okay. We're just going to run through the top 20, and I started with number 20 because number 20 is Suspiria, the original Dario Argento Suspiria. And I know you're a big fan
I love it. I love that version. I love the new version, the newer version. Oh, yeah. Just bring me these ladies dancing and murder.
I've never seen it. Either
of
them.
Wait, we've talked about that, and my mind is blown every time. Literally, my face was just like...
I saw it. I know. We need to watch it.
We got to watch that.
Which one should we... Do we watch the old one first?
The original first, definitely. Yeah.
We'll put that on the list. Number 19 is The Fog by John Carpenter. Another one I've never seen
it.
Yep.
Never seen it. Cool.
18 is Get Out from Jordan Peele.
That came out last year, right?
No, like 4 years ago now.
I guess COVID times and maybe.
I know you're a little, but yeah, because he had one come out since then. That was Us.
That's a newer one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay.
Get Out was classic. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I need to rewatch that movie again. And then Psycho, which is, of course, it's on the list.
Oh yeah. And this is like the critically acclaimed kind of greatest.
Yeah, this is according to the best story, just all around.
Okay.
An American Werewolf in London by John Landis.
I didn't even know there was a horror movie.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it when I was a kid. And it was like, it was too scary. I had to
so it is scary.
There was just like, probably not now scary, but as a kid, watch it. There's a transformation scene where he becomes a werewolf.
Yeah.
And it was like really disturbing.
Okay.
Next up, Ring.
Oh, wait. Is that the one with Naomi Watts?
Yeah, but this they have listed the
original one?
Yeah.
Okay. From Japan, right? There's a Japanese one.
Yes.
Because there was a time when the Japanese horror were ascendant, and now we're in the Korean horror.
Yes.
It's really interesting how we kind of flip with that now.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know a lot about more Japanese. I'm sure they're still coming out, obviously, but I
feel
like
was so much at
here,
that time.
Yeah, exactly. Here, I feel like they've been replaced with the Korean genre now.
Korean film in general has really they've been putting out amazing stuff lately.
Yeah.
Action. Even we just saw Squid Game. That's Korean, right?
That's I think that's on track to be one of the number 1 TV shows, on Netflix or all time or something.
It is already the most watched show on Netflix.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Okay, next up.
I have not watched it.
Yeah, watch it. It's very good. I think you'll like it. Dawn of the Dead, George A. Romero.
Okay.
Zombie movie.
Yep.
One of my favorite in
Yeah.
the zombie genre.
Yeah.
Because it's such a fun movie. Because they're in a mall. Love it. Carrie, number 13.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Brian De Palma's Carrie. Everybody, can reference
it's
that.
A good
at
one.
Some point.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know if it's scary as much now if we watched it.
Yeah.
It's still a great movie.
I think just the mom's kind of scary.
Yeah. Rosemary's Baby. I've never seen that.
Me neither. I haven't seen all the Stephen King ones.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on here, huh? The Wicker Man. Never seen that either.
I don't know what that one is.
These are all classics that we should really, I guess,
Lawnmower
need to check
out. I know that one.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Classic.
Steve, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas is not on the list.
Gotcha.
But perfect. It's a great movie.
I'm surprised it's only, what is that, 13, 12?
This is number 10.
Okay, so it's in top 10. Okay.
It is in the top 10. Yeah. And it's they list the first one, the original. I don't know in terms. I'm not as familiar with I've seen all of them, but I don't know if I could put them all in order.
I don't know them as well. I never watched those as much as the
the Halloween movies.
Halloween and Jason.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Yeah. I was never as much into Freddy. I don't know why.
He seemed OP.
That's true too. Because he would go in and like
sleep.
Yeah.
And that gave me anxiety too. Watching these people like freak out for not being able to sleep.
And I think there's no like, aren't those usually taking place like? It could be anywhere, any town, some school.
Yeah.
It's not like, whereas like Halloween, like the setting is just as much a part of it because it's around that time period as Michael Myers. And Friday the 13th, same thing. The setting, like the camp. Yeah.
I think that the setting of this one is probably Elm Street though. So
is Elm Street scary though?
I don't know. Just a street? There's a nightmare on them. That street.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like, everything's perfect. I actually don't even know. I don't remember.
Yeah, no one knows. Number 9, The Exorcist. Classic. Whoa, the bells. Right when I said that, actually, some church bells just went off.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Something's happening. Oh, maybe the Bills are doing well. There's a football game going on right now. So I'm really surprised that that's that high.
Really?
9. I thought it'd be lower. I thought the number would be lower. I thought it'd be ranked higher.
Yes.
Overall.
Yeah. Closer to number 1.
Like, like in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because it's always like widely considered to be one of the greatest horror movies ever, and one of the best movies ever too, as far as like even leading the genre at the time that it did. So yeah, that's a great one. Surprisingly, Jaws is on here. Okay. I don't consider a horror movie, but I guess it is. That's number 8.
Okay.
Number 7, Nosferatu. 1922.
Okay, that's a classic one. Wow.
I tried watching that when I was younger. I had it on like DVD, and it was just like, I don't know, too boring.
Yeah,
I guess it did what it's supposed to do, like, to lead vampire movies into.
Yeah, what I would like to do, I know I don't know if they do it now, but I have seen it because it's a silent film that they'll have we've been playing somewhere, and then they'll have like a live organ playing at the same time, and like playing the creepy shit.
Yeah, like a cool orchestra going or something.
Yeah, but
that would be. And vampires running around, attacking everybody.
It's just like and it would be like the ladies in the tassels just running.
Yeah. Number 6, Evil Dead 2, which surprises me because that was, it was a better movie. It was basically the same movie as the first one, just like better, but more comedy and that sort of thing. Surprised that's as high as it is.
I totally agree. I mean, that really is higher than Poltergeist.
I don't know. We didn't get to Poltergeist.
I'm sorry.
Yet.
The Exorcist.
Both
of those two should be in the top 5.
It was also higher than Poltergeist.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Number 5, Halloween.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I think that deserves it up there.
Number 4. So another John Carpenter movie, The Thing.
Oh, I've never seen that one. Wow,
it's classic. Yeah, that one's like one of those where it's like just building anxiety the whole time. And it's set up like a whole bunch of like similar stories in that like you don't know who to trust. Like it's like one of those.
I like that. Okay, cool.
Number 3, Scream, surprisingly, but that really brought back that genre. Like you didn't see any slasher movies before Scream, and now it's like there's so many of them all the time.
You're right, because I remember like Valentine came out, and Urban Legends,
like, really kickstarted.
All these things came out.
Yeah, I know you did last summer.
Yes, yeah. Which has a new TV show coming out. Yeah, so it did bring. Yeah, you're right.
Number 2, Alien.
Okay.
Yeah. Which again,
I forget if it's horror because I think it's sci-fi, but it's definitely horror.
It's very, very scary.
I like
right now. I'm playing the Alien Isolation video game, and it's very scary.
Okay, yeah.
And number 1, The Shining.
It is The Shining. Okay, yes. Good. Yeah, I'm like that better be on there because there's been some surprises on here, and that's not number 1 then.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
All right, and then let's talk about the other list. Okay. So now the other list is the most scientifically scary movies by. So they took. It's based on your heart rate. Now they did a average of your resting beats per minute. They judged the spike in your heart rate based on like jump scares.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I guess resting versus move. I guess move means the movie. So that's the jump scare. Gotcha.
Yeah. So and then they did the difference. So the number 1 of that, we're going to start right at the number 1. We won't beat around the bush.
This is the scariest one.
Scariest movie.
Most heartbeats.
Yes, is a movie called Host.
Yes.
Is a Shudder movie.
Only know this because you made me watch it.
Yeah, we just watched it earlier this week because I saw this list.
Oh, is that how it came into your head?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
now it all comes together.
Yeah, so I was like, we need to watch the scariest movie ever. And it was only 56 minutes, so it's under an hour. But
worth the time.
It was awesome.
I liked it. I thought it was great.
It was made entirely during COVID lockdown, all set over Zoom, and it was very realistic to like our lives because they used Zoom that we use like for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they do like a seance over Zoom, and like something gets out.
How can that go wrong?
Yeah.
It was so good. If you guys have an hour, watch that.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
was well worth it. As long as you like scary.
But yeah, this one had the highest spike was 130 beats per minute.
Wow, that's like your move. That's crazy. Wonder what was going on at that point in time in the movie. Does it say?
It doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah, I wonder as well. And then the next one that was they've done this every year.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner last year, the highest one, was Sinister. You ever seen that movie?
No.
That's another one. I believe that one is another James Wan movie. It's either Sinister or Insidious. I get those two confused because they're very, very similar.
Okay.
They have similar themes, similar villains, but they're both good. And Insidious is the number 3 movie on this list.
Okay.
So that's the other reason I get them all confused because like they're still both good.
The heart rate's going.
One of them was about like a ghoul. It was like this sort of a Jewish demon.
Okay.
And the other one is with Ethan Hawke, or maybe he's also in that. I don't know. No one knows the difference. They're all the same movie.
Amazing.
Number 4 is The Conjuring, which I've always held to be my favorite scary
movie. Yeah.
Best like ghost, like haunted house movie. Definitely by far.
Yeah, that was really good, and I had not seen that before. You guys maybe watched that a little bit ago too, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we still got to finish the third one.
Yes, I love my ghost stuff.
And then Hereditary. Did you ever see that one?
No.
That one, I loved it, but man, it was unsettling.
What was that one? I don't
remember
that one.
Was, without like spoiling it, it's about a guy and his sister. They're like younger, high school age. And like one of them gets possessed, and it's really like just shit happening.
It is like a horror movie. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It is like an exorcism possession movie. It's not a scientific scare one. I thought it was more of those ones because of the name.
No, and this one, like, it's strange that it's even on this list because it's very much a like slow plotting. It's by the same person that did Midsummer. Did you watch that?
Okay, yeah. No, I have not watched it, but I know of it.
I wasn't sure if we watched that one together, but that one's like...
that's a high-class horror film. I love those ones.
Hereditary is kind of the same, where it's, I mean, I wouldn't call it high class, but it's like, definitely like, it's different from everything else. It's not jump scares and ghosts and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Check it out. Nice.
Number 6 on this list is Terrified, which I have no idea, never heard of that in my entire life. Number 7, It Follows. That one is another great one. Very different from everything else that's on there. That one is like a sexually transmitted ghost. An STG.
Wait. It's kind of like, wasn't that how that Shannon Elizabeth? No, not Shannon Elizabeth. What was the one that used to be one of those TV shows on like HBO or Showtime where she would go around and have sex with guys and then like become an alien and like impregnate them as an alien?
Oh, yeah.
Species or something.
Species. Was that Elizabeth Henstridge?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Was that who it was?
I think so.
I don't know. But wasn't that kind of the same kind of plot?
Well, she was an alien. I mean, same thing with what was that Scarlett Johansson movie where she's like in the goo.
Scoop.
Nope. Scoop.
No, I don't know that one. I don't think I've seen the goo one.
Yeah, that one was
ScarJo and Goo.
Those are the 3 sexually transmitted murder movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, It Follows is great.
That's a very specific subgenre.
Yeah. Next up, number 8 on the list, A Quiet Place 2.
I see that. Filmed here in town in Western New York.
We haven't watched that one yet. The first one was great.
People like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Very quiet.
Yeah. I mean, that to me, it's kind of like, is that horror or is that like... I guess I can
it's definitely horror because it's like you don't really see the bad, whatever it is, but it's just tension the entire time.
Tension, yeah.
That's what
so it's
really
not like
makes
a thriller. It's a horror. Thriller horror is the same thing.
No, because like thrillers can just be like real world scenarios that like
like The Fugitive. That's a thriller, but not horror.
Exactly.
Okay. terrifying in different ways.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 9, Paranormal Activity, still on the list.
Yeah.
All these years later.
Yep.
I love, we've talked about it before. I love found footage movies.
Mm-hmm.
Blair Witch and the Paranormal Activities, like as bad as they get,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always just drawn to them. I love them so much.
Guilty pleasures. It's cool.
It really is, dude. Like I just the idea of like how they're created and just with old footage. Like one of the newer ones was done just with like security camera footage, like from their home. Like it was really a really clever idea to keep moving this thing along. And then they made one that was like something about the internet. And I don't think I watched that one.
Okay.
But
yeah.
And then last, number 10, rounding things out, The Conjuring 2.
Okay.
The other sequel
this is fascinating.
on the list. Both The Conjurings on the list.
Wow.
I'm just weird that Quiet Place 1 is not on the list.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's a bunch more here too.
It keeps going down. I'm just going to run through it. So I'll do the next 10. The Babadook, The Descent, Hush, A Quiet Place. So I guess they both are on this. The Ring, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, It, and the new one, and The Conjuring 3.
And there's The Exorcist. Didn't quite make it in the top 20 for this
not
one.
Not in the top 20. And then Wreck, 28 Days Later, Candyman, the new one, and then The Invisible Man.
Wait, the new Invisible Man?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really, really cool list. But the highest like jump scare one was 133 beats per minute. That was Insidious. Yeah. So we should watch that.
Okay.
We should watch Insidious.
I mean, I haven't been to the gym in a while, so...
you get your heart rate going. Exactly. We'll give you a couple, 5-pound weights.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Get it up to 160 then between the two. Great.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all you need.
Although, actually, 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Watch a scary movie and be in a good workout. If you actually are working out... I mean, if your heart's pumping already, you might as well be pumping up.
And eating like a big burrito at the same time, too.
Ooh, that sounds like a bad idea.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, cool.
That's horror movies. Now, what's your favorite horror movie of all time? Was it on either of those lists?
Like
I mentioned mine, The Conjuring was on there. I'm not a
huge fan of I watch a lot of that stuff, but I don't always. But I guess I would say one of the Suspirias. I like them a lot.
Yeah, I know fun. You're always talking about them.
Those ones keep coming to my mind all the time for some reason.
You like the high class horror.
That's what I get.
Yeah,
that's how I coined it. Especially the second one. The first one I wouldn't really call that high class. That's more of a hyper color infused Technicolor.
It's like a fever dream. Yeah,
it's bizarre. Yeah. The second one's bizarre, but in very different ways. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. We'll add that to the list. That and Insidious. We're gonna watch them both back to back.
Let's watch them all 3.
Yeah, back to back.
First Suspiria, then Insidious, then the second Suspiria,
and then Sinister because I don't know the difference between that and Insidious. All right, let's give our review about
back.
One of Us is Lying.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
it was completely unexpected to me. I thought the people I actually started to kind of be interested in, all of them, by the end of that hour, and kind of, I don't know. I was into it. I wanted to watch the next episode.
So you're giving it a binge?
I would go between binge and whatever. I always forget what the next one out is.
Just watch it. Yeah.
Because I don't think I'd want to watch more than one episode at this point extra. But I wanted to see more about it because the way that when they turned the camera and broke that wall, and kind of like in between making out or whatever they were doing, and I'm lying. Or whatever.
You want to know more?
Cool.
Yeah. It definitely leaves you wanting to know more about what happened and who did it and all that stuff. But I'm definitely, I would definitely say, my first instinct was to say binge it, but I maybe. No, I'm going to say binge. Okay. I think it's something that, every episode, I feel like we're probably going to learn something new, or I'm assuming this blog is going to continue to keep happening. So I think every episode is going to leave us wanting to watch that next episode. Right. I think it's the perfect, if it's done right, I think it could be the perfect bingeable series to just kind of, every episode, just leave you, coming back to watch the next episode.
Yeah. I'm excited, too, as the season progresses. Because these type of shows usually do wrap in holiday things. So maybe they'll have a Halloween episode.
And
they're really cool, and then running around, maybe someone else dies. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna go. Like if it's gonna be like a full calendar year. I'm hoping they're solving this murder.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for. That whole thing, New Year's.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
it seems like a lot of more like cost to do it that way, as far as the people making the show.
Well, that's true, but I mean, they make a big fuss that it's the first day of school. We're starting again. It's a fresh new year.
So it should be in the fall.
So I feel like we're kind of seeing like the calendar matters for some reason. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Okay.
So maybe we're gonna see the things progress.
Cross your fingers for
awkward holiday times.
Yeah, like a Hanukkah episode or something.
Well, when they were all together, it was cool. Like they had a chemistry to them, even though they kind of all hated each other.
Yeah, it was very Breakfast Clubby. It really was. Like how
they hate each other, but.
Yeah, they just didn't they didn't care to be with each other. Like
but
they all had their own lives. Yeah, but some of them were connected.
And I'm I bet we'll find more about as we go on to see what the other connections are between them.
And it will be interesting to see if they do within the Breakfast Club how they did kind of find that connection and then kind of teamed up at the end.
Yes.
To see if this if they do the same in this. But
cool.
Yeah. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely check it out. It's on Peacock. I'm not sure how many episodes there are, or if they are all available, or if it's going to be coming weekly. I did not do my due diligence on that. I apologize.
Yeah, you were putting it out there that he dropped the ball on that
Dropped the ball.
And, hopefully you don't deduct a star because of that.
Yeah, please don't.
Keep it 5 stars. Keep it clean, people.
Keep it real clean. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. You got anything to add for this episode?
No, but I do have one more thing to add.
Tell it, baby.
I just really want to say I really liked it. I am actually shocked at how much I enjoyed that show.
You said that.
Yeah,
when we were watching it, you're like,
holy
shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe I liked it. It was something you recommended, and I liked it.
Yeah, because I was like, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
I know.
So it gets 2 thumbs up for me and a possible binge.
There you go.
There you go, people.
That's a sign of a great show. Possible binge.
Mea culpa.
2 thumbs up. All right. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode of First Eps. Give us a like on a subscribe even on Apple Podcasts. 5 stars. Go to the YouTube Pop Culture Playground. That's where you'll get this show, the video version of it. There's some movie reviews, TV reviews.
The face.
See us handsome gents talking about
some real important topics.
Some real important topics that are gonna just bring us all together.
Yep.
And then definitely you can find us on all the socials: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
all of them,
TikTok.
Yep.
We're out there. We're doing all the Fortnite dances.
Yeah.
And just making the boys want to be us and the girls want to learn how to dance like us.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that is it. Go do all those things and come back here next week for another episode of First Eps. We'll see you then.
Got the burp. Sorry about that, everyone. Have a good night.
Yeah, they had a great ending thing. They're just over here burping and yelling. All right. We're out of here. See ya. Thank you. All right.
That's right, everybody. We're back. It's been a long week. How you doing today, E-Rock? You're like, yo, we cannot start that way. That is not the appropriate way to start a podcast.
That's the second part of the thing.